Governor Eddie Calvo says he hopes lawmakers are more due diligent if and when they move forward with the draft contract for a waste-to-energy facility as proposed by Guam Resource Recovery Partners. Governor Calvo says he won't give his stamp of approval unless several factors are met.
Number one, it's got to be environmentally safe. That for whatever agreement that comes about, it will not allow this environment of our island to deteriorate, but actually hopefully improve our environment. Number two, it's got to be financially sound. I've seen a lot of wasteful spending by the receiver to this point, and where we've got about $200 million in bond appropriations that have occurred, and even that is not adequate.
It was on Monday when Federal Receiver Gershman, Brickner, and Bratton Representative David Manning filed a special report to the District Court outlining a myriad of concerns over the contract, one of which he says will significantly increase the cost of disposal of solid waste on Guam.
And of course, number three, it's got to be legal. And with this agreement, because it wasn't a composting facility that they've been discussing over 20 years, but more of a waste-to-energy facility, there's current statute that does not allow for that.
As we reported, solid waste incineration on Guam is illegal. GITA legal counsel Tom Fisher has stated that the legislature would have to change the law if the contract were to move forward. Governor Calvo says he has no plans of introducing a bill to amend the law and suggests it's the legislature's responsibility instead to do so.
The administration, or through GITA, has had to move forward through a court-ordered mediation. This was ordered by the courts. But they've done their work. Now the baton has been passed over to the supreme policy-making body.
The waste-to-energy contract had been negotiated between GRRP and the government of Guam through court-ordered mediation. However, the government isn't necessarily in agreement with every provision of the proposed contract. According to Speaker Judy Wampat, she hasn't even seen or read the contract yet.
It's kind of hard to act on something that you don't have, and that's the reason why I guess no action, can be taken.
Wampat says she only received the notice of the contract. Senator Tom Atta, meanwhile, was in receipt of a contract back in February by GRRP, but requested it be properly sent by the legislature's rules through the Speaker's office. Atta, who has oversight on solid waste, says he won't be introducing a bill to amend the law either. He says because the administration isn't necessarily in agreement with every provision, nor has it outlined which in particular, he considers this a problem. Atta further questions the legislature taking action on something the governor hasn't even signed off on. Calvo, however, says he wouldn't be signing anything as the current agreement as it stands is illegal. Calvo, meanwhile, hopes it's not just his concerns that senators consider.
I think it's important, too, as the legislature deliberates on these issues, listen to the community. And there's been some strong statements made from the folks in Santa Rita and Petey, and I think that should be taken into a consideration as well.
As for what the next steps are, Atta says the Democrat majority will meet in caucus tomorrow to figure out what to do. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintanilla.